will continue being done until the last of that accursed race has perished from the face of the earth.
Quiet. Let us go in.
I'm afraid of it.
Of it? What?
I mean of him, my father. Listen. What is that sound?
Faintly, through the dark, with his back toward the door, we saw a white-haired man sitting on a low bench, stooping forward. Very busy, making shoes.
Father.
Good day, Manette.
Good day.
Still hard at work, I see.
Yes. Yes, I'm working.
I want to let in a little more light here. You can bear a little more?
Well, what did you say?
You can bear a little more light?
I must bear it. If you let it in.
You have a visitor, Manette.
What did you say?
Here is a visitor. Show him the shoe you're working at. Take it, monsieur. Now tell monsieur the maker's name.
I forget what it was you asked me.
The maker's name.
Did you ask me for my name?
Yes, I did.
105 North Tower.
Is that all?
105 North Tower.
At that moment, his eyes caught the skirt of Lucy's dress. He raised them and saw her face.
What is this? You're not the jailer's daughter?
No.
Who are you? Who are you?
She sat down on the bench beside him. Her golden hair, which she wore in long curls, had been hurriedly pushed aside and fell down over her neck. Advancing his hand, little by little, he took it up and looked at it.
It is the same. How can it be? When was it? She laid her head upon my shoulder that night when I was summoned out. She had a fear of my going. Or was this? Was it you? Was it you? No, you're too young. It can't be. Can't be. You're too young, too young.
Father.
Mr. Lorry, Dr. Manette is, for all reasons, best out of Paris. Best out of France.
The next morning, we left for London. As we drove off, we left Monsieur and Madame Defarge standing on the doorstep looking after us. There was that same look of secret, dangerous anger in their faces that I had seen before. Madame Defarge was still knitting. The next night we were in Calais. There we boarded the packet and after a rough voyage reached England in safety. I was to be reminded of that voyage. 5 years later, a trial was held at the Old Bailey at which I was summoned to appear in company with Miss Lucy Manette and Dr. Alexander Manette, all three of us, as witnesses for the Crown.
Is all shipped exact?
What's coming now?
The treason case.
The quartering one?
He'll be drawn on an orderly wheel. He'll be off eggs. Then he'll be taken down and sliced before his own face. Then his head will be chopped off and he'll be cut in quarters. That's the sentence.
If he's found guilty, you mean?
Oh, they'll find him guilty. Don't be afraid of that.
The prisoner was brought in. A young gentleman of about 25, well-grown and well-looking. He was very pale. For a moment his eyes turned to where we sat. Then the indictment was read.
Charles Darnay, you're a false traitor to our serene, illustrious, excellent Prince, our Lord the King, by reason of your having on divers occasions, by divers means and ways, assisted Louis the French King in his wars against our serene, illustrious, excellent Prince King George. That is to say, by coming and going between the dominions of our said serene, illustrious, excellent Prince, those the said French Louis, and wickedly, falsely, treacherously.
Prisoner, do you plead guilty or not guilty?
Not guilty.
I shall now prove, my lord, to the satisfaction of yourself in this jury, that the prisoner Charles Darnay, though young in years, is old in these treasonable practices which today claim forfeit of his life. that this correspondence with our national enemy is not a correspondence of today, nor of yesterday, nor even of last year or the year before that. That as long as 5 years ago...
First witness for the Crown, Mr. Jarvis Lorry.
Jarvis Lorry? Mr. Lorry, are you a partner of Tellson's Bank?
I am.
On a certain night in November, 1775, did business occasion you to travel between Calais and Dover by the packet ship?
It did.
Mr. Lorry, look upon the prisoner. Have you seen him to your certain knowledge before?
I have.
When?
At Calais that night, the prisoner came aboard the packet and made the voyage with me.
At what hour did he come aboard?
A little after midnight.
In the dead of night, eh? Were you traveling alone, Mr. Lorry, or with any companion?
With 2 companions, a gentleman and a lady. They're here.
They're here! Miss Manette! Miss Manette, look upon the prisoner, Charles Darnay. Miss Manette, have you seen the prisoner before?
Yes, sir.
Where?
On board the packet ship just referred to, sir.
You are the young lady just referred to?
Most unhappily, I am.
Answer the questions put to you.
Miss Manette, had you any conversation with the prisoner?
Yes, sir.
Recall it.
When the gentleman came aboard...
You mean the prisoner?
Yes, my lord.
Then say the prisoner.
When the prisoner came on board...
Did he come on board alone?
No.
How many were with him?
One, a French gentleman.
Did they confer together?
Yes, they seemed angry. I thought I heard the prisoner say, "There is a curse on our house. You have brought a curse on our house."
Miss Manette, the court is not interested in what you think you overheard. What conversation did you have with the prisoner?
Soon after we started, he noticed that my father was very tired and in a very weak state of health. The prisoner was very kind and useful to my father. I hope I may not repay him by doing him harm today.
The prisoner's conversation, Miss Manette. What did the prisoner say to you?
He told me that he was traveling on business of a delicate and difficult nature, which might get people into trouble, and that he was therefore traveling under an assumed name. He said that in England my father...
Alexander Manette! Dr. Alexander Manette! Dr. Manette! Dr. Manette, look upon the prisoner.
As the old man looked at Darnay, his face for an instant became frozen, as it were. It was a curious look, very intent, deepening into a frown of dislike and distrust, not even unmixed with fear. It passed so quickly that few could have noticed it.
Dr. Manette, have you ever seen this prisoner before?
Once when he called on us at my lodgings some 3 years ago.
Can you identify him as your fellow passenger aboard the packet ship, or recall his conversation with your daughter?
Sir, I can do neither.
Is there any particular and special reason for your being unable to do either?
There is.
Has it been your misfortune to undergo a long imprisonment without trial in your native country, Dr. Manette?
A long imprisonment.
Were you newly released on that occasion?
They tell me so.
Have you no remembrance of the occasion?
None. My mind is a blank. From some time, I cannot even say what time, when I was employed in making shoes. That was in my captivity to... Excuse me, sir, to the time when I found myself living in London with my dear daughter here. I have no remembrance, no remembrance.
Next witness! Next witness! Next witness! Next witness!
Now things began to look black for the prisoner. The prosecution held that previous to that Friday night in November 5 years ago, Charles Darnay had visited a dockyard town on the south coast of England, and there collected information which he later delivered to the French authorities in Calais. In proof of this, the star witness, who had every appearance of being himself a paid spy, now took the stand and identified Charles Darnay as having been at the precise time required in the coffee room of a hotel in that dockyard town, waiting for another person. On this point, counsel for the prisoner tried in vain to shake him.
And that is the only time you ever saw this prisoner?
Yes, Your Honor.
You never saw him before or since?
No, Your Honor. No.
Now, a curious thing happened. A gentleman who had been sitting off by himself all this time, staring up at the ceiling of the court, suddenly came to life, removed his wig, wrote a word or two on a little piece of paper, and tossed it to the prisoner's counsel, who opened it, and then looked with great attention and curiosity at the prisoner.
You say again you are quite sure that it was the prisoner?
Oh, quite sure, Your Honor.
Did you ever see anybody very like the prisoner?
Oh, no, Your Honor.
Do you think there could be anybody so like the prisoner that you could be mistaken?
Oh, no, Your Honor.
But if there were, you could be mistaken.
Oh, no, Your Honor.
But if there were, you would then admit that you might have been mistaken.
Huh? Oh, yes, Your Honor.
Very well. Look upon Mr. Sidney Carton, my learned friend there, without his wig, and then look well upon the prisoner. How say you? Are they not very like each other?
Go. Like as two peas in a pod. Two peas. It ain't natural.
Gentlemen of the jury, do you find the prisoner Charles Downey guilty or not guilty?
Not guilty. Can't you behave yourself?
The lights were nearly all out in the passages as I left the court with the prisoner, Charles Downey. There, leaning against the wall in the dark, stood Sidney Carton. There was wine on his breath.
Oh, Mr. Lorry. Men of business may speak to Mr. Downey now.
Sir, we men of business are not free.
I know. Don't be upset, Mr. Lorry. You're as good as another, I have no doubt. Better, I dare say.
Indeed, sir. I really don't know what you have to do with the matter. If you'll excuse me for saying so, I really don't know that it's any of your business, Mr. Carton.
Business? Bless you, I have no business.
It's a pity you haven't, sir.
I think so, too.
If you had, perhaps you would attend to it.
Lord love you, no. I shouldn't.
Mr. Downey, good night. God bless you, my boy. I hope you've been this day preserved for a prosperous and happy life.
Thank you, sir. Good night. Good night, my boy.
Good night. Mr. Downey.
Yes?
Mr. Downey, this is a strange chance that throws you and me together. This must be a strange night to you. Standing alone here with your counterpart on these street stones.
I hardly seem yet to belong to this world again. I feel quite faint.
Then why the devil don't you dine? Let me show you the nearest tavern to dine well at. Come on. Now, Mr. Downey, now that you've eaten, do you feel that you belong to this terrestrial scheme again? It must be an immense satisfaction for you. Waiter, another bottle of wine. To me, the greatest desire I have is to forget that I belong to it. There's no good in it for me, except wine like this. All right, for it. So we're not much alike in that particular, Mr. Downey. Indeed, I begin to think we're not much alike in any particular. You and I, except that we look alike. Now your dinner's done. Why don't you call a health, Mr. Downey? Why don't you give you a toast?
What health? What toast?
Why, it's on the tip of your tongue. It ought to be. It must be. Swear it's there.
Well, Miss Manette, then.
Miss Manette, then. Miss Manette, that's a fair young lady to a coach in the dark.
Yes.
That's a fair young lady to be pitied by and wept for by. Huh? How's it feel? Is it worth being tried for one's life to be the object of such sympathy and compassion, Mr. Downey?
Mr. Carton, you saved my life today. I have not thanked you.
I neither want any thanks or merit any. It was nothing to do in the first place, and I don't know why I did it in the second. Mr. Downey, let me ask you a question.
Willingly.
Do you think I particularly like you?
Really, Mr. Carton, I have not asked myself the question.
But ask yourself the question now.
You have acted as if you do, but I don't think you do.
I don't think I do.
Nevertheless, there is nothing in that, I hope, Mr. Carton, to prevent my calling the reckoning and our parting without ill blood on either side.
Oh, nothing in life. Oh, you pay the whole reckoning, Mr. Downey. Then, bring me another pint of this same wine drawer and come and wake me at 10. Last word, Mr. Downey. You think I'm drunk?
I think you have been drinking, Mr. Carton.
Think you know I've been drinking.
Since I must say so, yes, I know it.
Then you shall likewise know why. I am a disappointed drudge, sir. I care for no man on earth, and no man on earth cares for me.
That is very much to be regretted, Mr. Carton. You might have used your talents better.
Maybe so, Mr. Downey. Maybe so and maybe not, but don't let your sober face elate you, however. You don't know what it may come to. Good night, Mr. Downey. George!